Now we've used a lot of different string methods in here, but you don't want to be limited to the ones that we've been exposed to. There's many available. So you can go to documentation and find out more information about what's available. Here's cppreference.com, and this is a C++ reference. And so if I wanted to find out more from here, I could just type in string. And then I'm going to be choosing this standard string right here, and this will tell me about the basic string. And if you go down here, it'll tell you the different types. The one we've been using is this string, and some of the member types and member functions, and that's what we've been using are those member functions, right? So we've done several of them. We've done insert and replace and substring and find. So we've done all of those, and if you go down, it tells you about this constant, no position. So if we click on that, it tells us a little bit more about it. And here you see that it's a constant and that it's static and that its value is -1. And then it shows you an example of how to use it. If you go back, you can look at these other methods that we've used. So if we look at find, we can see all the different types of find that there are. Notice there's quite a few. And this one talks about each individually, what do these ones do when you use it with these parameters? So these are overloaded functions, right? They have the same name, but based on what parameters you send them, they'll do something different. Now it looks pretty messy, right? Especially ones that have a lot. If we go with substring, it doesn't have as many options, right? So there's really just one way to do that. But then you go to replace, and all of a sudden there's so many different ways. Another place of documentation that you can find is Microsoft Docs. And so you go to their technical documentation, and then you can go to C. You have to look for a little while. C++, that's still not quite it. You want to scroll down and click on C++ here again. And now you're in the C++ documentation. And now you look up string, and here you can do the basic string class here. And they lay it out a little different. They give you the same information. You might find that one reference source is your preferred method, but here's those functions that we've been using as well. So they're laid out here, and you can do the find, and let's go ahead and do the replace that and see the difference. So here, notice how they've put a comma and put the different parameters on different lines. So you may find that whichever way you want to look at it, they give you all the different options in either one. But learning how to read these and being able to find how to use them, say, okay, I know something about this replace. What do I need to send it? What does it return? Here it talks about the parameters, tells you what it's going to return, and then often gives you an example of how to use it. So a way to be able to find out methods that we haven't learned about, right? We certainly haven't seen them all. So when you want to do something, you can find out more information about what's available and how do I go about using them, right? So what methods are available, and then examples of how to use them.